Okay guys, so this bottom shelf here, you can kind of see they're almost kind of look the same but different colored, okay? And these are my Great Men of Music collection from Time Life. There's 4 albums in each one of these sets, and I'm going to grab one out real quick, and I'm going to open it up and see what's inside, and I'll tell you a little bit about this. Hey guys, this is another installment of the Bearded Italians record collection. Now, I have 28 volumes of these Great Men of Music from Time Life Records. I think this was the 5th series that they did, and it ran for like 9 years, from 1975 to 1984. And each one of these box sets has 4 albums and a booklet. Okay, this is Ludwig van Beethoven. Now I have, you guys hear all kinds of music from my TBI cave, and I listen to all kinds of music, guys. I like country, classical, jazz, some pop, first metal or heavy metal, Kiss. Kiss is my favorite rock group, but Beethoven's one of my favorite composers. So imagine that. So anyway, we have this over here. Here's the book, the Beethoven book that comes with this series of 4 records. Okay, of all Beethoven music, 4 records. And some of these records I've gone through and replaced these old covers. These weren't in pretty good shape here. This is the original Time Life Records dust cover. Some of the ones that I have purchased over the years are in really bad shape. The covers were, but the albums, I look for the albums and see if there's really the almost mint condition, if not mint condition, and I've been very successful with this particular series, and the books as well. So anyway, here's the Great Men of Music, Beethoven and his music. Okay, I don't know what year this one come out. It might say on here 1975 is all it says, and the 3rd printing was revised in 1978. So these little books are pretty good detail of the history of each of these composers. Like I said, I have 28 of the 30 albums. I'm still looking for 2 more. But as you can see, full color and articles, along with other kinds of pictures, historical type things, photographs. This here says Beethoven was 42 when a sculptor made this life mask, the evidence available of what he really looked like. The pockmarked skin, the broad forehead and flat nose, the wide, determined jaw, and the firm, translucent set of lips are convincing testimony of his strong, stubborn character. There's some colored pictures. Of course, Beethoven was not born deaf, but he ended up being deaf. When he composed his 9th Symphony, he was totally deaf, from the things that I've read. And it's something else to be completely deaf and still compose music. This is his son, Carl Beethoven. Here. This here says a mystery woman whom Beethoven called my immortal beloved. There's a movie called My Immortal Beloved that is supposed to be loosely based on this kind of stuff. Now, I also had read several times that all of the things that they know about Beethoven, a lot of it's because he wrote down a lot of things because he couldn't hear people, talk. He was deaf, so he wrote things down, and then they wrote in his tablets of the answer. He might have asked a question or whatever, and they wrote back on in his tablets. So they know a lot of things that had transpired when he actually became deaf. And inside here, the listener's guide to the recordings. This is a really cool thing because if you're not familiar with classical music, and you know, there's just so much of it out there. I mean, just the 28 volumes of these that I have of 28 different composers, it's crazy, the amount of music that's in these albums. But it tells a little bit about each piece that's being played, okay? So, let's... I'm sure I could play any of these for full length and not worry about the YT powers that be slapping my hand for playing them. But we're going to listen to a couple of tunes that will be hopefully familiar to you guys. And so y'all join me over here to my Victrola record player, and Let's play Drop the Needle and see if we can recognize any of these tunes. Stay with me now. Recognize this piano sonata. It's called Moonlight Sonata. Ludwig van Beethoven. Beautiful. Then he has tons of piano sonatas and orchestral music as well. And this one, probably one of the most recognized classical piece of music on the face of the earth. You can have a person that listens to anything you can think of, from metal to punk to rap to anything else. If you play this, he's going to say, hey, that's Beethoven. 99.9% of the time. Symphony number 5, guys. You guys know just tune. All right, hey, appreciate you guys stopping in for another vinyl spin, part of my vinyl collection series, and I hope you enjoy it and come back, and definitely leave comments down at the bottom. Hopefully they'll be nice, but like I said, I listen to all kinds of music. There's no telling what you'll find here. Come back often. Appreciate you guys.